Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Petroleum from Scratch. I am Jay Char and this is Petroleum Data Analytics and Machine Learning playlist. So in our last videos, we were discussing about array indexing and array slicing. We discussed about 1D, one-dimensional array. In this video, we are going to discuss how to index, how to how to assess a single element from a higher dimensional arrays. So it will be in continuation for the indexing for one-dimensional array, but we are going to see to how to do indexing for higher dimensional array. So first of all, our first step is importing numpy as np. 1 minute. I will stop the video for you. Importing numpy as np. Now I'm going to create an array. First of all, we will talk about 2D arrays. So I'm going to create a 2D array, arr np dot array, and using two square bracket. As you remember from our last discussion, I'm going to create a 2D array 7, 8, 9, 12, 34, 23. So this is my 2D array. You can check its dimension arr dot ndim. You can see it is a 2D array of shape 4 cross 3. Now, if I want to index my this 5 from this 2D array, so how to do that? So first of all, we are going to see that how the indexing from our 1D array is going to work here. When I'm going to write arr square bracket, I'm going to write 1. I'm going to give index 1. So what will happen? So what will happen when I'm going to give index 1? So the row at the first index, this second row will come as output. Here you can see when I have given index as 1, the second row will come as output. Why? Because this is an array that is consisting of one-dimensional arrays, multiple one-dimensional arrays aligned together to form a two-dimensional array. So it is a two-dimensional array consisting of one-dimensional arrays. So at one first index, the one-dimensional array will be present. The second row of the one-dimensional array will be present. This one-dimensional array is present as at index 1. That's why when I'm going to write arr square bracket 1, I'm going to get this row. When I'm going to write arr square bracket 0, then I'm going to get the first row. In a similar way, I want to assess this 5 from this second row. So first of all, I'm in assessing my second row by using one index, and in second row the 5 is present at first index. As you can see, 4 is present as 0th index, 5 is present at first index. So when I'm going to write 1 here and hit this code, I will get my 5. So in this way, this is one way in which you can assess an element from a 2D array. The other way is just write square bracket, write your first index, number of rows index at that from which row you want to assess, and have a comma, and then write the index for your column, that which column you want to assess. Like I want to assess my first index row, and this is this 4 5 6 row, and now I'm going to give the column index, that is 1. Again, this middle one column, so it is going to return me 5. Here you can see I got the 5. Also guys, you can also use negative indexes here. First of all, let me write arr here. Like I want to assess this 8 by using negative indexes. So how I can use? First of all, we are going to showcase by using two square brackets. So this 8 is present at -2 row, -2 index row, and in that -2th index it is present on the -2th column. You can see -2 column. So here you can see that I'm getting an 8. Also by using comma separated approach, we can also get 8. So this was about 2D arrays. Now we will come to 3D arrays. So I will create a 3D array first of all, and then see how to assess elements from 3D array. So here I have a 3D array. This is my 3D array. As you can see, I'm using 3 square brackets. So I have created this 3D array. I'm going to watch AR. So what is this, guys? This is actually two 2D arrays that are lying on each other. You can imagine that it is a kind of cuboid kind of thing, and the first face, the front face of the cuboid is this first 2D array, and the face behind this cuboid, the second face of the cuboid is this behind array, the second 2D array. So these are kind of two rectangles that are lying on each other forming a cuboid. So for assessing this, again, when I'm going to write AR square bracket 0, so what it will do, it will do my this first 2D array, because it is a 3D array consisting of two 2Ds array. When I'm going to write AR and give index 0, it is going to give me the 2D array that is present at the index 0, that is this first 2D array. So when I'm hit run, you can see I'm getting my first 2D array. Now I'm going to write AR 0 and providing it first row, providing it a row that is present at first index, means second row, this second row. So when I'm going to write AR index 0, index 1, it is going to return me second row. Here you can see. Now I want to access this 3 from here. So again, AR 0, 1, and again 3 is present at first index in this particular 1D array. You can see it is present at first index. So again, give 1 and you will get your 3. So this was a process using various square bracket. Now if I want to proceed by using comma separated approach, so again, simple 0, 1 and 1. Here you can see you are getting a 3. So this was about 3D arrays. See, in a similar way you can also see for 4D arrays, 5D arrays. So let us take an example of a higher dimensional array, some high dimensional array. ID array. I'm going to create an array ARR using np dot array, and let us provide a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and providing my endmin, and dmin means the number of dimension as 5. So this will create me a 5-dimensional array. As here you can see we are getting 5 square brackets, and also if I'm going to write arr dot and dim, you can see it will return me 5. So this is my 5-dimensional array. Now from this 5-dimensional array I want to access this 4. So how I can do that? So again, if we are using square brackets approach, number of square brackets approach, you know that we have to use 5 square brackets to reach this point. So first square bracket will be going to corresponding to 0, because in this 5-dimensional array the number of 4-dimensional array present are only 1. In a similar way, that 4-dimensional array number of 3-dimensional array present is only 1. So basically 1D array is present in this 5-dimensional arrays. So we are going to write AR00 for 4 times. I have written it 5 times. When I written 4 times, sorry, actually it's ARR written 4 times, you can see that I have reached this stage of my 1-dimensional array. Only 1 square bracket is there. If I have written this 3 times, you can see 2 square brackets are there, means I am going in loop for 2-dimensional arrays. But in that 2-dimensional array, only one 1-dimensional array is present. That's why again 1 0 is written. So from this I want to assess this 4, which is present at the third index. So just write 3 and I will be able to assess my 4. In a similar way, in comma separated approach also, we have to write 0 4 times, and at the last point we are going to write 3. So we are going to get, actually I have written one more, I think, or maybe indexes are 4. Okay, sorry, I am writing AR is our 2 and 3-dimensional array that we have discussed earlier. So here you can see I'm able to get my 4 when I'm using comma separated approach also. So this was all about how to assess single element, or how to use indexing for assessing single element from higher dimensional arrays. Again, guys, these 2D arrays and 3D arrays are very important in coming things in machine learning as well as deep learning, while we are going to use while we are doing image segmentation, or we are going to deal with this images. 2D arrays comes into play, and when we are going to use deep learning sequential models like RNN and LSTM, the 3D arrays comes into play. So please practice a lot on these 3D arrays. In the next video, we are going to talk about array slicing for higher dimensional arrays. So that's all for this video. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.